Samantala, hindi naniniwala si Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte na magsing ugali sila ni US President-elect Donald Trump. Bagamat madalas maihambing ang dalawa dahil sa kanilang matalim na estilo ng pananalita. Sa kabila naman ng kanyang pagbati sa pagkapanalo ni Trump, siniguro pa rin ng Pangulo na hindi magbabago ang kanyang saloobin pagdating sa Estados Unidos at mananatilian niyang kaibigan ng China para sa kanya. Si Ayaw Maikumpara sa detalye.
Matapos manalo bilang presidente ng Amerika, si Donald Trump ay marami ang naghahambing na parehas ang mga katangian nila ni President Rodrigo Duterte, lalo't sa kanilang mga binibitawang maanghang na salita sa publiko o ito yung mga diretso sa punto tuwing nagsasalita sila. Ngunit hindi ikinukonsidera ng Pangulo na sila ay magkaparehas ng ugali. Anya, wala sa level niya ang isang makapangyarihang tao sa mundo para siya ay ikumpara. Gayunman, posibleng magkaparehas lamang sila na nais magserbisyo sa bayan.
Compare me with Trump?
Yes.
Sus Maria Josep, ma'am. I'm just a small molecule in this planet. He is now the president of the most powerful country in the world. I am just a president struggling to barely to just above the water. Ang ano natin, I say we have to worry about ourselves first. But comparison, no, I don't think we. Well, what we share in common maybe is the passion to serve.
Pero kanyang siniguro na hindi magbabago ang kanyang pananaw sa Estados Unidos at mananatiling kaibigan ang China. Samantala, hindi pa di makumpirma ng Pangulo kung siya nga ay magtutungo sa nalalapit na Asia-Pacific Cooperation Summit. Katunayan, napag-usapan nila ito ni DFA Secretary Perfecto Yasay sa eroplano pabalik ng bansa. Kung siya ay tatanungin ay kumaari ay ayaw na niya magtungo sa pulong at ang mga miyembro ng gabinete na lamang ang tatayong representante ng Pilipinas sa nasabing pulong.
Hi sir, welcome back sir. Sir, I know that you've already said your congratulations to President-elect Trump, but may I ask you if you're comfortable whenever people compare you with him?
Compare me with Trump?
Yes.
Sus Maria Josep, ma'am. I'm just a small molecule in this planet. He is now the president of the most powerful country in the world. I am just a president struggling to barely to just above the water. Ang ano natin, I say we have to worry about ourselves first. But comparison, no, I don't think we. Well, what we share in common maybe is the passion to serve. And it's given. When you run for a public office, you're expected to. Sometimes it goes with the, sama loob mo, despondent at times, sometimes just plain, well, maybe tired. But most of the time, it is always hindi kontento kung I have to push more.
Sir, what is your anticipation of the expected change in foreign policy that will be implemented by the incoming U.S. President?
No, I will pursue what I've started. I am not into the habit of reneging on my word. And my partnership with China and the rest of the ASEAN remains. I will sail the state of the nation and it should be pushed by the wind of self-interest only.
Sir, last
the
question.
self-interest of our nation.
Last question for me. Have you committed to attending the APEC next week?
That's, we've been talking about it in the airplane. It's a long way across the globe. It's a long haul, and it will kill you. By the time you reach I will decide. I ask, totoo to ha, sabi ko kay Secretary Doresa, pati kay Secretary Yasay, sabi niya, si Jess, ayaw ko part. Tapos sabi rin ni Junyasay, hindi pwede yan. Kailangan nandoon ka. Kasi dapat mayroon kang pakikitaan na tao doon. Sino? Ano ba? May binigay siya na pangalan. So,
Is it going to be the outgoing president, sir, of US?
who?
Is it going to be President Obama for a possible bilateral meeting?
No, I think, hindi talagang, kung kaya lang sana nila, without my presence, if my presence is indispensable, I'd rather not kasi malayo. I hate long hauls. Talagang, hindi ko kaya yung, saka malayo masyado. Mag-ikot kami sa, sabi nila, ang ruta namin is through New Zealand. Because if you, by the Pacific, ang point of entry dyan sa North America is America, United States. And ang exit mo could be Kennedy Airport, New York, or Miami. Wala akong nakikitang view doon. Mas yung Auckland, maybe then, ang problema, baka magtuloy-tuloy yang sa South Pole. Sila na lang muna mauna doon kasi malamig. Well, really, I said, just a joke. Alam mo, pagka gano'n, naano talaga ako kasi ang, bunga ako, haluan talaga ng, hindi ko ba sinasadya. Pero it's actually the long haul that worries me.
Thank you, sir.
Ruth Dumandan of RGMA.
Morning, President. I'd like to ask your stand or your position on the coconut levy fund.
It should be returned to the people. The law is actually clear. There is a committee composing of the executive department, tapos yung Congress, at saka a few representatives from the private sector. My position is very clear noon pa. I want the money returned immediately to the people. But the problem is, ang decision nagsabi, you cannot determine anymore the many coconut farmers who were affected at the time or who were prejudiced. So ang ginawa, the court, Supreme Court made some suggestion of how to go about it. Improving the quality of the coconuts, funding projects related to the coconut industry. Pero yung pera, medyo malabo na yun. The Supreme Court said so. Pero kung sa uli, I want it returned by way of building institutions, agencies that would enhance the coconut industry. Asap ako dyan kasi pera ng tao yan. Pati kami nag-contribute dyan sa levy na yan. Yung pamilya namin.
Okay.
My mother's coconut, not ours.
Okay, second question, I'd like to follow up on Trump, President. How do we foresee relationship Philippines and America with Trump's administration? Would
As
it be
is.
friendly?
As is, we are friends with an ally. We have an RPUS military pact that was 1954, I think, vintage. That would bind us in the matter of saying whether or not he was side with this or that. But I do not foresee any war in the next 100 in the next 100 years. So we will maintain our cooperation of the committee. The respect should be there, and in all matters that would affect our two countries, especially the treaties that we signed with them, and the so many agreements, it will be honored, all of these things.
Trish Terada of CNN Philippines.
Good morning, sir. Sir, Secretary Lorenzana mentioned that the implementation of EDCA will push through. Are you confirming this, sir, or will there be limitations to the implementation of EDCA?
No, I said, because by the time I talked to the Secretary of National Defense, they were na-firm up na nila ang arrangement. And I said, I do not want na mapahiya ang Pilipinas. Well, of course, not so much because I was already vocal against it, but in deference to the Secretary of Defense. Sabi ko, oh sige, but this will be the last time. And I expect that by the time that I end my term, I do not want to see any, not only U.S., even African or Chinese or whatever, present. I do not want to see foreign military troops in my country.